wisest, maybe unexpectedly, but it really stuck out, was Tony Robbins. And we probably shouldn't have been surprised by that because he is famously one of the happiest, most positive people in the country, an amazing speaker. There's a reason he's famous, actually, if you listen to him. So honestly, we'd never been to a Tony Robbins seminar, and someone we trust said, oh, you got to talk to Tony Robbins. That man is insightful. And that turned out to be true. And so on this New Year's, we thought we would ask Tony Robbins, who would know, what are 3 things that all of us can do in 2023 to improve ourselves deeply? Tony Robbins joins us now. Tony, thank you so much for doing this. I'm completely sold on your insight into the human condition. So what can all of us do to improve ourselves this year, do you think?
Well, I think the first thing you have to do is develop a compelling future. I mean, after 3 years of COVID and people thinking if somebody breathes on you, you're going to die, and all the lies we're told. And then now you have young people today that are saying they don't want to have kids because, after all, you know, that we're going to have in 12 years, the world's going to end, which, of course, is totally false. But when all these stories keep getting stacked and then you worry about inflation, people get overwhelmed. So we need a compelling future. A compelling future means anybody can deal with it incredibly difficult today if they have a real compelling tomorrow and a way to get there. Right. That's not affirmations. That's not positive thinking. That's not, you know, setting New Year's resolutions that you break 2 weeks later. It means really coming up with a plan. In other words, for you to improve your life, there's lots of things we can't control. But if you focus on that, you're overwhelmed. There's plenty we can control in our minds and bodies. So for life to get better, we have to get better. For things to change, we have to change. And so my focus is showing people, let's start with your energy, for example. You know, I'm doing this, a program I started in COVID, and when everybody's stuck at home, I said, how do I reach people and help them? What gets in their way? It's travel, it's time, it's money. So I put together this 5-day challenge, and I'm doing one more this year, January 24th to the 28th. And what I do is 2 hours a day at no charge. There's no money involved at all. And from your home or your office with your friends or family or by yourself, I walk you through the tools that'll make your 2023 effective. So we start with your energy. If you're exhausted and tired, you're not going to have a great relationship. You're not going to build a great business. You're heck not going to push through the difficult times. What are the emotions, as we were just alluding to in that clip, that'll change you? If you're having creativity and passion and decisiveness, that's very different than if you've gotten used to the emotions now of feeling overwhelmed and stressed and just, you know, stressed out is the most one you see people are depressed. I don't know if you saw it today, but there was a new report out by the CDC that said 45% of high school students they interviewed said they were so depressed and so disappointed and down in 2021 they couldn't participate in normal activities. 1 in 5 said they considered suicide. 9% of those surveyed actually attempted suicide. That's how insane it has gotten. So we need a compelling future. We need to shift our emotions, create the shift in our bodies. Then what are we going to do about inflation? Well, you know, Warren Buffett was asked about it the other day, and he said, here's what you do. Invest in yourself. No one can tax it. No one can take it away. If you get stronger and better, even if the dollar goes down and it shekels, if you're the best lawyer or doctor or podcaster or whatever, you're going to do well. And so we'll show people what to do in that area. What do you do to make sure you have a good time in your relationship? One of the things I love about you, Tucker, is talk about have a good time with the ones you love at the end of your show, usually, after you've put out all the things that we've got to deal with out there. But it's so true. That's the safe harbor for all of us. So what do you got to do in each of those areas? And at the end of 5 days, people now have a plan. They're not just excited about the future falsely or feeling overwhelmed or stressed by the future. They've really started to create a transformation.
That is absolutely right. You have to have a sight picture of where you're going, and once you do, you can be excited about it. So wise. I'm not surprised, but I am grateful for that advice. Tony Robbins,
if people want to
thank you
join us, they can go to Become Unshakable. If they want to join us, they can go to becomeunshakable.com. There's no charge. Register yourself, and then come join us for 5 days, a couple hours out of the day. We'll have over 1 million people from around the world there. So becomeunshakable.com.
Become Unshakable. Love it. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Thanks for having us on. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.